Alright, so Inspiration Wednesday, and here's the thing about today. I woke up with this thought, what if would it look right, and instead of saying, oh, well, I don't know, I don't want to challenge it or see if it'll work, I'm just going to do it. And this might totally fail today, but I wanted to know, what would it look like, because I love texture, if I put my like rose trim or the flower trim on the background and started painting over it. So that's what I'm going to explore today. I'm going to get some gel medium, and the first thing I'm going to do is just gel medium both sides. Not really sure what I want to do with the inclusion. I'm not really sure about any of this, to be honest, but I won't know the answer to the what if I don't at least explore it. So I'm going to take gel medium and just put it down all over the page. This way I know that my trim will be adhered down. More than likely, if I'm going to layer paint on top of it, it'll be secure, but instead of trying to take glue and, glue it down. So I've already cut them to size-ish. And see if I can't just glue them in place. I think I'm going to put them, I don't think I can overlap them and still have enough room. So it might just be that they sit side by side. Maybe I'll just stretch that stuff out. So I'm thinking more like that, and I don't want them to line up. So I'm going to do that to the other side, and then I'll come back once they're glued down. Alright, so this is where I am. I've put this trim. This is my Prima trim. You can use any kind of textured ribbon or trim that you have. I guess like I said, I just wanted to know what would it look like. It might look like ass. That's fine too. So I'm going to take some gesso and gesso over this, and I'm kind of going in with the idea that this will not look like it's totally gessoed and embedded. I'm going to have a lot of pink showing through. So I'm just very sloppy, just going to go and gesso over this and just see what I get once it's done. I really don't have a direction in which I want to go. I think it's cool, and actually it feels really cool, like it's really tactile. So I have a big roll of brown craft paper, so I took a piece of that and I took out some muslin thinking, well, if anything I do on this, it's probably gonna have to be just collaged on top. It's like, I guess I could keep painting layers on it too, but I don't really know what to do with it. So that's just where I'm like kind of at a standstill figuring out. I might just play around with some stuff. I was thinking like tearing this and crumpling it up, and just really going for the texture element on here, and like maybe, I don't know, I really don't know, I don't know. So I'll be back once I get some kind of idea of where to even attempt to go next. Alright, so this might be strange too. I'm like kind of all over the place this morning, but so I have my new canvas banners, and I have 3 different kinds, but this one is the one that has text already on it. And I've been really into the fact that I don't want to use these banners just as banners. I think they're more versatile. So I was thinking, oh, what can I put there? And then I took out my banners, and I'm like, oh, well, maybe I can make like a banner sandwich here. Adhere these down, kind of cut off the edges, maybe cut off this end here, maybe put a ruffle. Maybe with some muslin off the edge. So that's what I'm thinking I might do. I think I'm going to cut these. Oh, I can actually probably just go for it now. Cut these. Somehow make a ruffle sandwiched in between there. Maybe put a stitch to stitch it in there. And see where we go. So look at my scissor. This is just crazy. I know, I'm just kind of all over the place. I just feel like experimenting. I feel like making mistakes, which is probably what I'll be doing. Okay, so that's what I was thinking. I'm going to save these because these, you never know. Those are like 2 little more banners. So my idea is maybe take this muslin that I have here, tear a length of it off. Maybe make like some kind of ruffle that's sticking out, that's sandwiched in between here. So it's got some rufflage. And I probably won't even use the sewing machine to make a ruffle. I'll probably just glue it down like that. And then just take the sewing machine, make a stitch there. And then glue this down like this. Or I could probably sew. Oh God, there's so many different things. Maybe I'll sew it. I don't know. I'll be back once I figure out what I want to do, and I'll have it kind of pre-assembled and then explain it. So this is what I did. I made a little ruffle. I just glued it in there. Sandwiched between the two banners, and then I made like a pocket. So my idea is I'll slide it over this. I'm going to have to cut the corners of this so that it will fit, and then glue it on top. Let's see what we did. Will it fit in there? Yeah. I'm just making a mess today. This is like going to be the thickest page ever. So I'm just going to take my Helmar, and I'm going to glue it right up to the edge there. I'm going to load it up. I'm going to glue it on the front and back, hopefully without gluing some flowers. And then I'll be able to sandwich this on there. And then slide this over. Quite messy. And I'll hold that and wait for it to dry. Again, not quite sure where this is going, but I'm going to take some gesso and kind of go over this. I don't know why. I just feel like I want to. Now I'm thinking finger painting. Yes, I have some quinacridone magenta, and I'm just going to go in and I'm going to just finger paint. Because it's got some gesso on there, it'll roll a little bit better, but I think I'm also going to put some gesso so I can use a little bit of both. But yeah, I'm making a mess now. I'm all in. I'm all in. I work out. So now here I sit. I've got that done. I'm kind of really happy with it. I don't know what I made. But I think sometimes people always ask me, what's the difference between this book and Collage Monday? Collage Monday is just about layering things and seeing what you can do with nothing. Inspiration Wednesday is more about taking things and answering that what if question. So if nothing else, I've at least answered the what if question, and I like it. Like, I can see this on a big canvas, in, like, you know, maybe with some modeling paste, and my ideas, this generates more ideas for the next thing and things like that. That said, I still want to put something on here, and I know it's weird that this banner is like that, but somehow it makes me happy. I might want to trim it down a little bit because it is just sticking out a little bit far. But I'll be back hopefully with another idea. Alright, I just started taking stuff out. So one of the things I did is, I don't even have the real ones here. I think they're at the studio, but let's see, where are they go? Okay, so I have made banners that are smaller. They look exactly like the big ones, but they're smaller. And I just strung them on a piece of jute here. I kind of like that. And then I've been hoarding these. I've had them forever. They're those Tim Holtz little enamel plaques. So I'm going to put that on there. But I also have these really long, or they're called silver long eyelets. And I'm thinking I might eyelet this if it fits. Does it fit? I'm not going to be eyeletting that because it doesn't fit. Maybe I'll just glue it. Glue that down. But somehow I want that on there, and I like this jute kind of free-flowing off of it. So this is what I think I'm doing. I am going to, just these 3 banners, I'm not even going to put anything on them. I just like them there. So put a little quick dry Helmar there. Load them up. I just had myself a piece of Valentine's Day candy. A little caramel stuck in my teeth. Alright, so what have I done? I glued all this down. I just glued that through the little piece of twine there. And I still don't know what I want to do, but I'm going to take some of that quinacridone magenta and just go around the edges, I think. Just to bring that dark pink back into here. And I think I need a little white to mix it in so that it does match. I think I'm onto something because I'm liking this. So obviously, because I've already done it. But I have these ATC cards, and they're canvas, and they're stitched, they're serged around the edge, and they have an eyelet. They're raw. I put them into my typewriter, which I guess if you don't have a typewriter, you could probably run it through your printer, but I also sell them without the eyelets, and I think that would probably work better. But anyway, I digress. I typed up different quotes on them, and I really kind of like them just scattered on there. I feel this page is really romantic. It's really tactile, and I like the three-dimensional things on there. So what I think I'm going to do is just glue these down on here and then figure out what I want to do after that. But I do think I'm going to go ahead and commit to gluing them down, just using some quick dry glue, globbing up the back, pressing them down, and going from there. So I'll be back once I glue these all down. So I've glued them down, and I think I'm going to take my finger and put in a little bit more of that quinacridone magenta and see if I can't rub it just along the edge, just to give that a little bit more definition. Make it messy even. Alright, I was digging through my drawer and just found a whole bunch of little things. So let me see, let me pull that out for you. So I have this, I bought this from Coffee Break Design, and it has all little glasses on it. So I poked one of those out and I have that there, and I haven't glued it down yet. And this is like vintage making memories. It's called With Love, and they're little keys with a little heart. And then this is, I have a box of just junk in my drawer. And it's little metal trinkety things, and I found that little watch face. So I'm going to glue all those down to my banners, and I'll be back. You know why today Inspiration Wednesday is awesome? Because I'm using all kinds of things I've been hoarding. So these are some Jenny Bolin stick pins, and I'm hoarding them because they're beautiful and I love them. So now I am sticking them as if they're holding on these ATCs. Of course, getting them in there is more easier said than done. But yeah, I'm going to stick all these in there. Maybe, kind of, sort of. I'm gonna get angry. Come on. And I'll be back. I'm really kind of happy with this. It's totally a departure. It's fun. It's tactile. I mean, I want to touch it because everything's three-dimensional. I love the little pins holding the ATCs on there. Genius. I'll read to you what the quotes say. This one says, the more risks you're willing to take, the more you will learn about yourself. Creativity is a measure of passion. Stretching yourself beyond comfortable limits is the most creative you will ever be. Embrace risk. And this one says, limitations live only in our minds, but if we use our imaginations, our possibilities become limitless. This one, the woman who follows the crowd will usually go no further than the crowd. The woman who walks alone is likely to find herself in places no one has been before. And the last one says, the more I discover about myself and who I am as an artist, the less I let things upset me. Grow in the direction of your dreams. Now I'm going to put a date on here, and I had these little Target clips that I bought because, you know, they were cute, and I thought I can do something with those, and I just put them in a drawer so that I probably will never do something with them. And I have my new holes. This is a gray hole. I like gray holes too. I'll put the date on there because I think I'm finished with this for today. Today is February 15th. Get my StazOn out. And I'm going to stamp this upside down with the little hole facing down. Like this. And I'm going to tear it, and then I'm going to put it into the book kind of like this. Let's see. Do that. Kind of like that. And I think I'm going to glue it, but I think I'm just going to have the little clip holding that on there, because I think as the book is closed after a while, this clip might just give way eventually. But yeah, I'm going to glue this, and I might even have it off center like that. Just put that anywhere. Hanging off the side there. So glue that. Put a nice glob of glue on there. Put that there. Put that there, and that's it. I am finished with Inspiration Wednesday. I am going to go take a shower. I got a new pair of glasses that I'm going to drop off at the eyeglass place, and then I've got some things to do for Pan Pastels. So that's my Wednesday. I want to encourage you, if you do nothing else, to try something you could talk yourself out of, like, oh, I couldn't do that. Do it. Just try it. Put it in your journal today. Put something weird in the background and paint over it with gesso and see if it ends up being something that inspires you even further. All right, that's it for today. Shower time.